Nobody expected him to return. Fans had almost given up hope. But now, Jack Bartlett, one of the most beloved characters in Heartland, is coming back in season 19. Yes, the man who shaped the spirit of the ranch, the silent strength behind Amy and the family, is making a surprise return. And it's not just a cameo. This comeback could change everything. For a long time, fans have wondered whether Jack Bartlett would still be a part of Heartland moving forward. Played by Sean Johnston, Jack has been the heart and soul of the show since the very beginning. But in the last couple of seasons, he's appeared less and less. His quiet wisdom, strong presence, and emotional support for Amy and the rest of the family were missed deeply by viewers. People started thinking his time on the show was done. But season 19 changes everything. In a surprising twist, leaks from the set revealed Jack's return. Fans spotted Sean Johnston filming new scenes on the ranch, wearing his classic cowboy hat and riding horses like the old days. These behind-the-scenes photos quickly spread across fan pages and social media, sending a wave of excitement across the Heartland community. It wasn't just a random appearance, he was there for serious filming, which means Jack is back with purpose. So why now? Why bring Jack back after such a quiet absence? The answer may be tied to the emotional state of Amy. After everything Amy has gone through, losing Ty, raising Lindy, and trying to stay strong, there's one person who has always been her anchor, and that's Jack. His return at this point in the story could be exactly what she needs. It's a sign that the show is returning to its roots, where family comes first, and where wisdom from the older generation still matters. Jack is not just a character, he represents stability. Every time things fell apart on the ranch, Jack held it together. His values, his discipline, and his ability to guide people through loss made him the quiet leader. With season 19 rumored to be filled with drama, emotional turns, and surprise returns, Jack's comeback could be a way to ground everything. He might become the bridge between the old cast and the new generation. Fans are also talking about how Jack's return could mean deeper storytelling. Maybe he'll take Lindy under his wing and teach her the ways of the ranch, just like he did with Amy. Maybe he'll help Lou and Tim deal with the challenges of managing Heartland in a modern world. Or maybe, just maybe, Jack is coming back because something big is about to happen. A family crisis? A reunion? Or even a farewell? Either way, Jack's return is more than just a surprise, it's a powerful message. The writers know how much he means to the audience, and bringing him back means they're ready to deliver something emotional, something classic, and something that reminds viewers why they fell in love with Heartland in the first place. Season 19 isn't just about Jack's return, it's about bringing the heart of Heartland back. Alongside Jack, several familiar faces are returning to the ranch, and fans couldn't be more excited. The showrunners seem to understand what longtime viewers have been missing: the deep connections, unresolved stories, and character bonds that shaped the early seasons. Now, in this new chapter, those missing pieces are returning, and not just for nostalgia, but to move the story forward in meaningful ways. One of the biggest surprises is the return of Georgie. After her sudden absence and fans questioning whether she would ever come back, Georgie has finally been spotted back on set. Her storyline with show jumping and her dreams of competing internationally left a gap when she left. Now, fans are wondering if her return means a renewed focus on her future, maybe even a romantic development or a dramatic challenge that pulls her back into the family's core. Amy and Georgie's relationship was always special, like sisters or even mother and daughter. Season 19 might give them the chance to reconnect, especially now that Amy needs more support than ever. Another familiar face that fans didn't expect to see is Mallory. Known for her quirky personality and sharp tongue, Mallory's unexpected appearances in the past always brought a wave of excitement. There's chatter that her role in season 19 may be more than just a short visit. Whether she's coming back for a big life update, a special event, or even to settle down near the ranch, her presence adds humor, heart, and unpredictability to the show's balance. Peter, Lou's ex-husband, is another key character making his return. His involvement in Lou's life has always been a point of tension and emotional depth. Their complicated relationship has gone through cycles of love, separation, and co-parenting struggles. If Peter's return is more than temporary, it could open the door to important conversations or even rekindled feelings. With Lou juggling her role as mayor and as a mother, Peter could either be a stabilizing force or a new challenge, and there are whispers about Ty's mother, Lily, returning as well. Though Ty is no longer in the show, his memory continues to influence everyone, especially Amy. Lily's reappearance could stir up emotions and stories left untold, perhaps revealing new things about Ty's past or offering support to Amy and Lindy. Her presence could also give fans the closure they've been seeking since Ty's tragic departure. With these old cast members coming back, Heartland Season 19 is shaping up to be a season full of emotional depth and powerful connections. These aren't just characters, they're memories, unfinished journeys, and emotional touchpoints for fans who have stayed loyal to the show for years. Their returns are likely not just for drama, but to enrich the main storyline and bring everything full circle. It's not just about who's returning, but why they're returning now. Whether it's for a wedding, a funeral, or some major family event, the energy around Season 19 feels like a build-up to something significant. With Jack, Georgie, Mallory, Peter, and possibly Lily coming back into the fold, fans can expect moments of joy, tension, closure, and maybe even a few tears. This could be the most emotional and nostalgic season of Heartland yet. Amy has been the emotional center of Heartland since the beginning, but after losing Ty, her journey took a different path, one filled with quiet strength, deep pain, and personal growth. Season 19 seems to be steering her story in a powerful direction, and Jack's return could be the anchor she never knew she needed again. For Amy, this isn't just about family coming home, it's about rediscovering herself, her purpose, and the roots that have always grounded her. Jack may be back on the ranch, but what he brings to Amy's life runs deeper than words. After Ty's death, Amy devoted herself to raising Lindy, keeping the ranch alive, and trying to be strong for everyone around her. But viewers could see the toll it was taking. She was moving forward, but not healing fully. And as much as she leaned on her sister Lou and Father Tim, it's Jack who always understood her silence. He never pushed her to speak, yet always knew when something wasn't right. Now, with Jack's return in Season 19, Amy might finally find someone who can help her carry the emotional weight she's been shouldering alone. Jack's influence on Amy was never loud, it was built through quiet guidance, steady support, and life lessons passed down over years. From teaching her how to care for horses to helping her through grief, Jack shaped Amy's spirit without ever needing credit. That same energy is expected to return this season. He's not coming back to be the hero, he's coming back to remind Amy that strength doesn't mean doing everything alone. His presence alone could help her finally let go of the guilt and sadness that's been holding her back. There's also Lindy, who's growing fast and beginning to show the same gentle connection with animals that Amy once did. Many fans are wondering if Jack's role this season might shift toward mentoring Lindy, much like he did with Amy in her youth. This creates a beautiful full-circle moment, one generation guiding the next, passing on not just ranch skills but life wisdom. Watching Jack and Lindy bond would be a deeply emotional experience, not just for Amy but for fans who remember how this journey began. And let's not forget the bigger picture. With so many old cast members returning, Amy is likely to face moments that challenge her emotionally. Georgie's return might remind her of Ty's dreams, Peter and Lou's drama might pull her into tough family discussions, and Mallory's wild energy could shake up the ranch in unpredictable ways. Through it all, Jack could be the one person who helps Amy stay grounded, someone who reminds her who she is when things get messy. Season 19 has the potential to be Amy's most personal and transformative yet. She's not the same girl from Season 1. She's a mother, a widow, a rancher, and a survivor. But with Jack back by her side, she may finally be ready to embrace a new version of herself, one that's not just surviving, but truly living again. And in the quiet moments between them, viewers may rediscover the soul of Heartland, with Jack's return shaking the emotional roots of the family. The power dynamics at Heartland Ranch are also shifting, and no one feels it more than Lou and Tim. Over the past few seasons, They've made bold decisions about the future of the ranch, stepping into leadership roles Jack once quietly held. But now that he's back, things aren't so simple. Jack isn't one to raise his voice, but when he speaks, everyone listens. And in season 19, his presence might challenge the very foundation of how things have been running in his absence. Lou, now balancing her role as mayor with her responsibilities at Heartland, has grown into a sharp, confident leader. She's made tough calls for the sake of the ranch and her family, but not all of them have gone smoothly. Some fans feel Lou has become too focused on modernization, business deals, political ambition, even considering outside partnerships that Jack never would have approved of. With him back, there's a silent tension brewing. Lou wants to lead, but Jack's return reminds everyone of the old ways, the ways built on heart, not profit. Tim, on the other hand, has always had a rocky relationship with Jack. The two men have clashed over how to raise the girls, how to run the land, and how to handle crises. Tim is a man of action, often impulsive, while Jack is measured and steady. This season might reignite those old sparks. Tim may feel overshadowed or even threatened by Jack's wisdom and the respect he naturally commands. Or worse, Tim may try to prove he doesn't need Jack's approval, leading to decisions that backfire and create deeper divides within the family. Their tension isn't just personal, it affects the ranch. Viewers might see the family split on how to move forward. Should Heartland become more commercial to survive? Should it stay true to its roots, no matter how hard that is? Jack's return could reopen that debate, especially if he disagrees with Lou and Tim's direction. And knowing Jack, he won't fight for control. Instead, he'll quietly stand by what he believes in and wait for the others to remember what the ranch truly stands for. Behind the scenes, this conflict opens doors to some powerful scenes. Imagine Jack calmly watching as Lou leads a major event at the ranch, then pulling her aside with a few quiet words that shake her confidence. Or Tim trying to assert himself as the man in charge, only to realize that Jack never needed titles or credit, he led with trust. These moments won't be explosive, but they'll hit deep, showing how influence isn't always loud. But this isn't just about clashing egos, it's about legacy. Jack built Heartland with love, tradition, and resilience. Lou and Tim are trying to preserve it in a changing world. Their methods may differ, but their goal is the same: protect the family and the land. Season 19 might finally force them to sit down, put aside their pride, and figure out what truly matters. In the end, Jack's return could become the mirror both Lou and Tim need. They'll see their strengths and their flaws and decide whether they're continuing his legacy or drifting from it. And in that process, Heartland could find a new balance where old wisdom and new vision come together to build something stronger than ever. Heartland. Season 19 feels different, not just because familiar faces are returning, but because it carries the weight of something bigger. This season might not just be another chapter. It could be a turning point. The return of Jack, Georgie, Mallory, Peter, and others isn't just fan service, it feels like the beginning of the end or the setup for something completely new. Viewers are already asking, is this the final bow for the original cast? Or is Heartland preparing to pass the torch to the next generation? There's a powerful sense of legacy building throughout season 19. The original characters are circling back to where it all began. Jack, the emotional backbone, is returning to guide Amy, Lindy, and the ranch. Georgie is back, possibly to reignite her journey in show jumping. Lou and Peter might confront their long-standing relationship issues. Every return feels intentional, as if the writers are piecing together something that has been in motion for years, a full circle moment that ties together every loose thread. At the same time, there's a noticeable shift toward the younger generation. Lindy is no longer just a background character. She's starting to show real curiosity, independence, and a bond with the horses that mirrors her mother's. Could season 19 be slowly preparing her to take the spotlight? If Amy is being guided back to herself by Jack, maybe Lindy is being gently shaped to carry the story into the future. This slow passing of the torch could allow fans to say goodbye to the older cast with grace and warmth while welcoming the new. There's also talk among fans about potential spin-offs or next-generation storylines. Georgie, now older and more experienced, could lead her own journey in a series focused on competition, adventure, or even romance. Lou's role in politics and family could become a separate story. Even Jack's past, so much of which remains untold, could be explored through flashbacks or prequels. The way season 19 is bringing everyone together hints at endings, but also at exciting beginnings. Some theories suggest that the season will feature a major event, perhaps a wedding, a farewell, or even a family tragedy that brings everyone home. A story this layered doesn't come out of nowhere. The writers know the audience has grown with the show for nearly 2 decades. They're preparing something meaningful, something that feels like closure but still opens doors. Heartland might not be ending, but it is evolving. And season 19 could mark the final chapter for some beloved characters. More than anything, this season is about reflection. It's about looking at how far everyone has come, how the ranch has changed, and what truly matters when everything else fades. It's emotional, it's nostalgic, and it's honest. Heartland has always been a story about family, healing, and staying true to who you are. This season brings all of that to the surface and reminds fans why the show has lasted this long. The question isn't just what happens next, it's who will lead Heartland forward. Jack's return suggests he's passing on more than wisdom. He's passing on responsibility, love, and the spirit of the ranch. Whether it's Amy, Lou, Georgie, or Lindy, the future of Heartland depends on who's willing to carry that legacy and how they choose to honor it. While the on-screen drama of Heartland season 19 promises emotional reunions and deep character moments, the real magic may be happening behind the cameras. The return of Jack Bartlett and other fan-favorite characters didn't just surprise viewers, it brought an emotional shockwave through the cast and crew themselves. And thanks to a flurry of behind-the-scenes glimpses, interviews, and social media posts, fans are getting rare insight into how the actors truly feel about coming home to Heartland. Sean Johnston, who plays Jack, had been noticeably quiet during earlier production seasons. But recent set photos revealed something special, him standing in front of the iconic Heartland barn, wearing Jack's signature cowboy hat, looking every bit the ranch leader he's always been. According to crew whispers, Sean wasn't just back for a cameo, he was given major storylines and emotionally loaded scenes. Some insiders say the script brought tears even during table reads. And for an actor who's embodied the soul of the show for nearly 2 decades, it was like returning to family. Amber Marshall, who plays Amy, shared a heartfelt post online with a photo of her and Sean on set, captioned simply, "Feels like home again." Fans flooded the comments with emotional messages, some saying they hadn't cried this hard since Ty's last episode. Amber has often spoken about the real-life bond she shares with Sean, calling him her TV grandpa and real-life mentor. Seeing that connection light up again in season 19 has brought a wave of nostalgia not just for viewers, but for the cast as well. Other returning actors have hinted at powerful moments. Alicia Newton, who plays Georgie, posted a cryptic photo of her script pages with the caption, "Didn't think I'd be back, but here we go." Rumors swirled that her return was a last-minute decision, sparked by fan petitions and the writer's desire to bring closure to long-lost storylines. Her return might have been unplanned initially, but it's quickly become one of the most anticipated plot lines of the season. Jessica Amley, who fans remember as Mallory, reportedly walked onto the set and instantly fell back into character. Cast members described her arrival as like flipping a switch. The same energy, sarcasm, and lovable mischief returned instantly. In one interview, she said, "Coming back to Heartland feels like walking into your childhood home. Nothing's changed, and everything has." Fans can expect her return to bring humor, surprises, and unexpected heart. Even production crew members have shared subtle nods to the magnitude of this season. One assistant director posted a behind-the-scenes shot showing nearly the entire original cast seated together in front of the ranch house. The caption? "History in the making." This only fueled speculation that season 19 might be preparing for a major milestone episode or possibly the emotional setup for a farewell arc. Every reunion on set, every unexpected return, and every emotional performance speaks to one truth. This season isn't business as usual. The actors aren't just reading lines, they're living them. After years of working together, separating, and coming back, there's a real feeling of family among the cast. And the camera is capturing more than just storylines, it's capturing legacy, love, and the weight of everything Heartland has meant for over a decade. The internet is buzzing, and longtime Heartland fans are spinning wild theories, some hopeful, some heartbreaking, about why so many familiar faces are returning in season 19. Is it a reunion? A farewell? Or the beginning of a powerful new era? While producers have stayed quiet about the deeper plot, fan forums, Reddit threads, and YouTube comment sections are lighting up with speculation that goes far beyond what's on the surface. One of the most popular theories is that season 19 will center around a major family event, possibly a wedding. Georgie's return, Peter and Lou's rekindled closeness, and the presence of almost every core character hint at something big pulling them together. Some fans even believe it could be Amy herself who finds a new love interest, and Jack returns to walk her through that emotional decision. Others think it might be a celebration for Lindy, marking her growth and the next generation stepping forward. But there's a darker theory, too, one that suggests the family could be gathering for a final goodbye. With Jack being such a central figure, some viewers worry that his return means closure, not just for Amy, but for his character itself. Is this a farewell arc for Jack? Could this season be building toward his last ride across the fields of Heartland? It's a theory that's hard to think about, but it would make season 19 a tribute to the legacy he built from the ground up. Then there's the theory that this is just the start of a new cycle, a soft reboot of sorts. Lindy, Katie, and even Georgie could represent the future. With the original cast returning to anchor the story one last time, maybe the series is preparing to slowly shift focus to the next generation of ranchers. Jack and Amy's influence could guide them as they face new challenges, building Heartland's story for years to come. It's not just an end, it's a rebirth, and fans aren't just theorizing, they're feeling. Across every platform, the emotional responses to the cast returns are overwhelming. "I grew up with Jack," one fan posted. "Seeing him again is like seeing a piece of my childhood come back." Others are making tribute videos, rewatching earlier seasons, and preparing themselves for a season that feels bigger than all the ones before. This isn't just another run of episodes, it feels like a moment in time. What's clear is that Heartland season 19 is not playing it safe. It's bringing the past forward. It's giving long-time viewers what they've begged for: closure, connection, and callbacks to everything they've loved about this show for almost 2 decades. Whether this is the final chapter or just the start of something new, it's a season that honors the journey. As the episodes unfold, fans will be watching closely, not just for plot twists, but for the emotions between every line of dialogue, every glance between characters, and every quiet moment on the ranch. This season isn't just telling a story, it's celebrating one.